YouTube channel. Yes, my face is all broken out, but don't worry, we're about to cover this up with some makeup. Y'all, school has been kicking my ass, and I mean kicking my ass. Not even life, school is kicking my ass for sure. But let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, I'm gonna be doing a story time. I'm gonna be telling you about another time during my UFC days. Let's get right into it. So this story was when I was, in Vegas, being a masseuse. And this story is the definition of that dude ain't gonna never leave his wife. Don't listen to him. Mind you, y'all, I was super young, so don't try to come for me in the comments like my last story time I did working for fighters in the UFC, I should say. Like, oh, I would never do you like that. Oh, you should have left and blah, blah, blah. I was literally a teenager, okay? Like 20, 21. I know that's not a teenager, but to me, that is.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So I was dealing with a guy. All I'm gonna say is that he's a coach. And, oh my God, y'all. I really like this dude. He was so sweet, so nice, said all the right things. So I'm like, okay. And at the time, my friend had like a big crush on him, and he was like not paying her no type of attention whatsoever. I have no new makeup, y'all, so I don't got no new makeup to show. I'm literally trying to keep my head above water in school, but of course on my brows I always use the NYX glue, or I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow freeze, and I always use this NYX pen for my brows. I will use Fenty Beauty concealer, and I'm gonna go in with some Laura Mercier translucent powder. So y'all, and let me tell y'all, like, this man is still with his wife to this day, okay? Never left her. But anyways, I felt kind of bad talking to him because my friend liked him like real bad. And I just had to tell her, like, look sis, I don't really think he's feeling you, because he's literally trying to talk to me, and she didn't really care. She wasn't really like upset about it. It didn't work out anyways, so we just laughed about it in the end. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this serious, and I booked the flight to Vegas to see him, and we didn't even really spend time together. It was so wild, y'all. So he picks me up from the airport or whatever. I can't get my camera in like the best angle, so just don't mind that. So he picked me up from the airport with his friend. He was so tall, so sweet. He smelled so good. I was like, oh wow, this gonna be my man. So he picked me up from the airport. The first thing I noticed is that he brought a friend. And I'm like, okay, maybe they just left the gym. He is a coach. Maybe he's like on the way to drop him off. Cool. So I didn't have anybody with me. I came by myself, mind you. So he took me to like this little place in Vegas that I never been to, and it was cute. So his friend sat like in the back, which was like super awkward. Don't worry, y'all, I look crazy right now, but it's gonna come together in the end. So it was like super awkward. His friend sat in the back, and we're talking, we're chilling, holding hands, being cute, like we're teenagers in love. And then he's like, okay, well, I gotta go drop him off, and then I'll come back and we gonna kick it. And I was like, okay, I'll be waiting for you. Time goes on. I'm like, hey babe, like, where you at? Like, we're his friend, and I didn't think nothing of it, honestly. I was like, okay, that's cool, get to meet his friends, I'm in there like swimwear. I mean, that's what I was thinking at the time. So his friend sits in the back of the restaurant. I think he ordered some sushi or something. I honestly forgot where he took us, because I was like just so infatuated with him. Like, so he like, all right, babe, I'm about to drop him off, then I'm about to pick you up so we can spend some alone time, right? So I'm like, okay, cool, because I definitely wanted some alone time with him. So he comes back. I know it's makeup on my wig, I don't care. He comes back. Let me set this down, y'all, because I'm looking crazy. So he comes, well, the night goes on, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm cool. I'm waiting for him. I'm in town, so of course I'm gonna visit my cousin or whatever. So I go over to my cousin's house in Vegas. We chilling, we smoking, and I see, it's like 10 o'clock or whatever. It's 10 o'clock. The night's going on, and he's still like actively texting me at this time. He's like, yeah, babe, like, like, where you at? He's asking for the address. Sent them the Addy so he can pull up on me again. The night is going on. It's 11. I'm like, okay, maybe he late at the gym. I text him like, you want me to have my cousin drop me off, because I came to Vegas to see you. So I'm about to see you. Like, I specifically flew back to Vegas just to see him. So he's like, nah, babe, it's cool. Like, I'm about to be on my way or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. Night goes on. Here it is, 11:30 at night. So I'm texting him. I'm like, dude, that was the first red flag. I'm like, because he told me that he lives alone. And I'm like, oh, okay. He said he had a girl and they had just broken up. They were going through a divorce, whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I know he's not lying. Like, I know he about to come back to get me or whatever. So when he doesn't show, I'm texting him. I'm like, hey, like, where you at? Why would you set me up? And I specifically, like, flew to Vegas just to see you, my guy. Like, I was doing fine in Michigan. So he's like, nah, babe, it's not like that. It's just going to be a late night at the gym. I'm like, okay, all right. So basically, I landed on a Friday, and I landed at night, which is something, like, I never do. But I was just, like, so desperate to see this guy that I was like, all right, I'm legit on the next flight out to see you. So we didn't see each other that night, long story short. So I text him the next day, trying not to be like pissed off or whatever. I'm like, yeah, so am I gonna see you tonight? Because if I'm not, then I wasted time coming here, and you can give me the money back for my flight. I came out here specifically for you this weekend. So he like, nah, babe, it's nothing like that. Mind you, we have already met each other, and I think he found me on like Facebook or something, because at this time I don't think that I had Instagram. So he chased me first. So I'm like, so what's really good? So he like, nah, babe, it's nothing like that. Mind you, we text every day. We was texting every day, telling each other that we loved each other. He like, yeah, I'm not with her no more, stuff like that. He like, we broke up, going through a separation, woo woo woo. So he like, all right, I'm gonna see you tonight. Day goes by, I'm chilling with my cousin all day long. He like, yeah, I'm leaving the gym, so we about to link up and we gonna make things right or whatever. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. Never linked up on Saturday night. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. Now, I was getting suspicious at this point. I'm like, okay, so he must have brought his friend so that if he get caught with me, he can tell his girl, like, nah, she was here to see him. So I'm like, all right, did I just get played? I don't know, but he better be careful, because I got all these texts saved in my email. So if you want to play those games, we can play. We can go ahead and play. Okay? So long story short, I did not see him on Sunday night either. Now I'm pissed because I booked the flight for Friday to Monday. That's why I can share these stories and laugh today, because we all been young once. So you have to go through some stuff to make sure you don't go through it again. So I basically land at home, right? And I ended up forgiving him. like the clown ass that I was. And we continued to talk and text for months. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna come see you in Michigan to make it up to you. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, gave him another little chance or whatever. And still texting every day, still talking. Mind you, we didn't really talk on the phone. But we text in each other like consistently all day, every day. We talked and text every day. So, bam. Still, I love you. Still, as if we in a full-blown relationship. Although I don't think we established that we were. We just established that, like, look, I'm not talking to nobody else. So, therefore, you ain't about to talk to nobody else. So, he's like, all right, babe, like, what airport do I fly into? The whole time, really playing so many games. And at this point, I'm like, definitely still with this girl. He said he lived by himself, never been to his house. He's seen my house and seen that I lived by myself at the time, because I didn't have nothing to hide. He's the one who did. And I still have these, like I said, I still have these messages to this day. And if he ever watched this video of my UFC story times, he gonna feel dumb as hell, because he gonna know that I'm definitely talking about him. So, I ended up honestly just ending the shit with the guy. I just stopped texting him and responding because he was full of shit. Like, so, long story short, do y'all know he's still with this woman to this day? And I'm sorry, my lighting is so bad, so my face probably looks so horrible, but I promise in the end it won't. He's still with this girl to this day. No kidding. And I recently wrote him on Instagram because I love his name, and I used to call him by like his last name because I thought his last name was so freaking cute. And he has started his own little family. I was like, oh, cute that you're still with the girl that you swear you were never with and swear you were leaving. Should I DM her these messages? I was just playing, y'all. I ain't that petty. My phone about to die, so my lighting is kind of off. But moral of the story is, don't be dealing with no dude who be acting shady as fuck, y'all. Like, I literally flew all the way to Vegas just to see him when I was all the way in Michigan minding my business, to only see him when he picked me up from the airport. Never saw him again for the whole weekend. And like I said, he has a whole family now, and he's still with this same chick. Now, I don't think that she really knew. Maybe he was like not interested at the time, or he felt like their relationship was falling apart. But I mean, for at least a year straight, I was texting this man consistently every day. I love you. Like, I can't wait to be with you. Like, I'm moving back to Vegas for you. Like, this coach, I'm sure he's still in the UFC till this day, coaching fighters. I can guarantee you he is, because I'm a lurker. I went and looked on his page, and I seen that he was still working with some fighters. So I have so many more story times coming from my days of massaging fighters in the UFC, and I'm gonna have to put y'all on blast. My next story is definitely over like a lame ass dude. Like, y'all ever been with a dude who was like, oh yeah, babe, when I get up, you know, I'm gonna give you back all the money that you done spent. Like, you've been down with me, so when I get this big contract, you know, it's gonna be up for us. That lame ass story about that lame ass dude is coming next, y'all. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, because I'm coming back to back with bangers. I'm so sad that I've been so busy with school and I'm not able to upload videos daily or anything like that. But I promise you, I'm gonna be coming back to back. So I'm trying to get better at my makeup. By the way, I love my makeup. I love this little red and golden bronze thingy situation that's going on. But yeah, guys, I will be back with some more stories. I cannot wait to update you about finishing the first quarter of school and what that has been like, and just to give you an update on life, honestly. So go ahead and drop in the comments some story times that you guys want to hear, Or like you guys always do, you never leave comments. You can just go on my Instagram, which is linked in the comment section at maria.velasz. See you next time, guys.